So here we are today with Brent Schwartz. He is an expert at luxury real estate. And if you're a luxury real estate, you will not want to miss this because he's got some great advice for you on how to develop more clientele, how to make more sales. So, Brent, take it away. How would you advise a top luxury agent to enlarge their business, get more business through the door?
Absolutely. So the number one thing that a lot of luxury owners of real estate are challenged with is capital gains tax. In fact, they're very high net worth individuals, businesses and real estate and different things. And now they're going to sell their big primary home, or you're going to sell that for them, but they might be out of that 121 exclusion. Remember, if you lived there the last 5 years, you get, and you're married, you get 500 tax free, 500,000 tax free. If you're single, 250. But if you're selling 3, 5, 10, 20 million, plus $1 million properties, that quickly runs out. And so their biggest thing is they don't have a 1031 option unless they move out and try to rent it and all this other stuff. So enter our solution, the Deferred Sales Trust. You can now help your sellers sell today, defer all of that tax, not have to worry about moving out, not have to worry about reinvesting in another investment property. Guess what? They're probably moving out of their big property because they want to probably either downsize or get new location freedom or get some time freedom. They don't want to necessarily deal with toilets, trash, and liability and rent control and all this other challenging stuff that goes with a 1031. So don't provide a solution that doesn't work in the 1031. Provide a deferred sales trust that solves that.
I love it. So you take someone who maybe their home's now worth 3 million or 5 million at Lake Tahoe or 10 million on the coast, Monterey, Pebble Beach, or San Francisco. We see this all the time. And 500,000, maybe they only paid a couple million in and it's worth 7 million now. They get $5 million appreciation and they get 500 tax free. That's a $4.5 million problem. And then they can pay the capital gains on that. Like, it could be astronomical. What would that be roughly, just for fun? Pick a round number like 5 million. What do you think that would
Yeah,
be?
on a $5 million gain. In fact, if you're using California, 33% is a good number. It's $1.65 million. And so the question to ask is, hey, would you like to have an extra $1.65 million as a real estate professional? I'm not providing tax or legal advice, but hey, why don't you talk with Brett, who's a part, who's an expert in capital gains tax deferral options. In fact, we just did a deal one in San Francisco, one in Menlo Park, one in Palo Alto, one in Santa Cruz. We've done all the deals. We have the case studies, and you can say, can I just share a couple of case studies with you to see if it could be a good fit for you? You can lean on our actual deal stories that have been proven and closed and can be looked up and verified. And some of the clients actually share their story on our YouTube channel. You can share that story.
Yeah.
And so we literally packaged it. You just have to be aware of the questions to ask and connect the dot a little bit and then tee it up, and it should help you win more listings.
So if I had a luxury listing and they're looking at a $5 million gain up in Tahoe or a $5 million gain in the Bay Area or on the coast in Half Moon Bay or Monterey or whatever, I could say you're looking at about a $1.6 million tax hit. You can't 1031. You haven't rented out to the past 5 years. A lot of those people don't like the thought of having a renter in a property like that's what they've done. Their family memories are there, and it's the idea of having a, so that's not an option. So that leaves them with one final option if they're ready to sell and relocate to Nashville or Austin or Big Sky Country in Montana, is pay $1.6 million in taxes. And that's, people do it all the time, but you don't have to. The tax deferred trust, by calling Brett Schwartz, is amazing. And that's all you need to know. Then you just say, would you like to meet Brett, and look at an option to save yourself 1.7. Oh, their gain's only 2.5. We'll just cut it in half. Instead of 1.7, it's like $800,000 that you just don't have to pay. But it's really simple to do a tax deferred trust. It's legal, it's dependable. Brett, how do they reach you? What's your best way? How about a cell phone number?
Yep.
I'm a cell phone guy. Then for the
Yeah.
email people, let's give out your email.
Yeah, I'll give my cell phone to start, 916-303-3262, 916-303-3262. You can also get the book, Building a Capital Gains Tax Exit Plan, on Amazon. But I have a ton of free content on my YouTube channel.
Yeah.
And I have the Deferred Sales Trust versus the 1031. I have case studies, client deal stories. But capitalgainstaxsolutions.com is the official website. If you want to book a time, if you have a live deal and have your client apply, just go ahead and go there.
All right. Now, a long time ago, we're talking a decade and a half, probably 2 decades ago. I don't know. He looks young, but he was a collegiate basketball shooting guard star. So for those of you athletes out there, he's a big deal. Anyways, call Brett, give out your cell phone number one more time, or just shoot him a text one more time on that cell phone.
Yeah, 916-303-3262.
Awesome. Brett, thanks for being on today. And you luxury agents, get busy and get some more business.
Thanks, Brent. See you.
Bye-bye.